Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Terry. We're here to talk with you about what, for many people, is an experience to be avoided.
Going to the dentist?
No, David, and not an IRS audit either. Actually, we're going to talk about taking your vehicle in for service or to have it repaired.
Ooh, that is scary.
But it doesn't have to be, David. And that's why we're here at our local auto repair center before they open this morning to tell everyone just how easy getting your vehicle serviced can be.
Wait a minute, Terry. Easy?
Well, sure, David. All you have to do is find a shop that is reputable, staffed with trained professionals, and always communicates clearly with their customers.
But Terry, how would we know? I mean, what would we look for? Where should we begin?
Well, actually, David, I already did. Have you ever heard of the Motorist Assurance Program?
No, I haven't.
Well, the Motorist Assurance Program, or MAP, is the consumer outreach program of a nonprofit organization called the Automotive Maintenance and Repair Association. AMRA is a nationwide automotive association dedicated to improving the relationship between the motorist and the automotive repair industry. It's been in existence since 1992 and currently has over 8,700 service locations nationwide participating in their MAP program. In addition, over 50,000 service center employees, including managers, salespeople, and technicians, are MAP qualified and operate under the MAP standards.
Well, that's impressive, but tell me, Terry, what MAP has to do with taking the pain out of auto repair?
Well, David, last week I brought my car here for service, and I came here because they are reputable, provide professional service, and always communicate clearly and consistently with me.
Ah, and let me guess, they participate in the MAP program.
Absolutely, David. That means there's a customer-friendly process that they follow when servicing my car. A process that provides me with the information I want to know in a way I can understand. And the best part? It happens the same way every time. So I know exactly what to expect, and there are no surprises. They call it their MAP process. Let me show you how it works. The first thing is that before any work is performed, the shop does a complete inspection of the system that is being affected by the problem.
Well, that's logical.
Well then, based on that inspection, someone, usually the service advisor, takes you through a written report of the condition of the system and presents an estimate detailing the service or repair that will fix the problem.
But wait a minute, don't all shops do that, Terry?
Well, I would hope so. But with a MAP repair shop, all the conditions and findings are organized under 3 basic classifications: system failure, improved system performance, or preventive maintenance.
Okay, which means?
Which means that the confusion that can creep up in one of those technical conversations you never feel comfortable with goes away. Now there are just 3 simple categories you need to understand. For example, if something is classified as system failure, it means that a part or parts within the system are no longer providing the function for which they were intended, or they no longer meet the vehicle manufacturer's recommended design. And when that happens, service or parts replacement is required. It must be done.
Okay, so what about the other 2? I mean, do you always have to do them?
No, David. Actually, if the service or repair is classified as preventive maintenance or improved system performance, they are called suggested services. And based on the discussion with your service advisor, it's totally up to you to decide whether to have the work done immediately, defer it to a later time, or not even do it at all.
Well, that makes sense. So after you get the results, what happens next?
Well, along with the inspection results, the required and suggested services and repairs are presented in a written estimate, including the reason for the repair. And it's not just a number either. It's broken down into prices for parts, labor, and the total service, all according to the laws and regulations in your local area.
Okay, so I know what's wrong, and I know what it's going to cost to fix it. When does the work start?
Great question, David, because there are 3 very important things that MAP wants consumers to know about that. First, absolutely no work is performed without your prior authorization.
Okay, so nothing happens until I say yes.
Correct. And even though a shop performed the inspection and provided the estimate, you always have the final choice on whether or not you want the shop to do the work. And don't forget, with suggested services, you make the decision on which ones will be done and where. On required services, however, a MAP participating store will not do partial services if, in their judgment, the work could create or continue an unsafe condition.
So this MAP process is making auto repair sound a lot easier to deal with, Terry, but there's so many other issues involved here, like, are the techs trained correctly? Do I get a warranty? What happens to my old parts? And just in case there is a problem, what's my recourse?
All valid concerns, David, and all addressed in the MAP standards of service. And as to training, technicians in a MAP participating facilities have acquired auto repair expertise through formal education, ASE certification, or work experience. And of course, continuing education is not only supported by the MAP participants, but in many cases provided. Oh, and as to your old parts, everyone is entitled to their old parts if you want them. Or, and this might be the better option for you, David, you can examine them before you leave the store. Oh, and all replaced parts are identified as new, remanufactured, rebuilt, or used. You'll see that right on the estimate and your invoice.
Well, that's great, but nobody's perfect. How does MAP protect me if the repair doesn't fix my problem? Or if down the road something goes wrong?
Okay, well, I understand your concern, and you're right. A problem could come up that requires a comeback. That's why every MAP participating store offers a minimum limited warranty of 90 days or 4,000 miles, whichever comes first, on all parts and labor.
All right, but what if I still have a problem?
David, the member service providers of MAP are 100% committed to making it right for their customers. But in those rare cases where a problem continues to go unresolved, MAP ensures that those disputes are addressed in a timely, professional, and courteous manner. Simply contacting AMRA will get the ball rolling.
Well, Terry, I'm impressed. You said auto repair was easy, and you just proved it. So, one last question. How do you find a MAP participating location?
That's easy too. You just go to the MAP website and you'll see the Find a MAP Participating Shop section. You just enter the city, state, or zip code and you'll get the list. And while you're on the site, you can learn more about MAP and also find helpful information about maintaining your vehicle. Oh, and also, every MAP participating store displays this sign, so you can always check for that to be sure.
Wow. Well, Terry, there are a lot of reputable professional automotive service facilities, but until you find one, picking a shop to service your vehicle can be a matter of chance. Now, the Motorist Assurance Program has definitely made it a lot easier.
Oh, it sure has. When you choose a MAP participating shop, you'll experience the same process based on their standards of service on every visit. No surprises. From the professional inspection to the written estimate, including the reason for each service or repair, you'll have all the information you need to make an informed buying decision. And when it comes to putting your trust in an automotive repair shop, the Motorist Assurance Program and its participating repair facilities is something you can count on. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.